Hey guys, it's me Alex. Today I'm going to be cleaning a Fantastic Faces mask. I'm going to be cleaning my Spook mask in particular. This mask is very dirty, has a lot of like staining, yellowing and stuff. I was watching some of Scream Fan 1990s videos or Carrieannes Doolittle. I was watching some of her videos and she has a really good method on how to do this, so I'll put the link to her first video, the one that I'm going to be going off of. I'm going to put that in the description so you guys can go check out her video. I appreciate if you guys go give her a follow or whatever. I guess we'll get started in the video. What you're going to need to clean your masks. Carrieanne used some odor remover or odor blaster, safe for colors detergent. I'm just going to be using some of this Tide. This is all I have. I didn't run out to go get anything new. I hope this will work. If it doesn't, then I'm screwed. You're going to need a sponge. She uses a very soft bristled toothbrush, but I guess this could be used as a soft bristles. 2 different sort of bowls. I don't have another bowl this big. I only have this, and this will fit the mask in it if you kind of just stuff it in there. So I guess that'll work. These need to be filled up with water, which I'm going to go do now. But yeah, you also need one of these little thingies. And yeah, it's about everything. And the mask, of course. Alright, so let me put some water in these. Alright, so once you have your bowls filled, you can sort of start pouring the detergent. I used mildly warm water because she didn't say whether to use cold or hot. So I'm just using warm. It'll cool down eventually, so it's not hot at all. It's just slightly warm. But yeah, so you can start to pour in your detergent. I think she said that this is maybe a teaspoon or something like that, a tablespoon. I don't know. I really didn't pay attention. I just know that it was this size. So you want to fill that up. I think she fills it up all the way. Yeah, you really don't need too much. I think I filled it up perfectly. Then you're going to want to sort of pour it into the bowl here. She says stir it up. I'm just going to stir it up with this. Kind of looks like Gatorade at this point. I put in maybe a little too much, or maybe her stuff isn't just as blue. But I guess maybe put it a little bit too much. Alright, so she says just to keep on stirring. So I guess that's what I'm going to do. I think I put a little bit too much water. Hold on. We're having a mess here. Crap. Alright, so now once you get rid of some of your water, you don't actually have to do that. I just put a little bit too much. She says to soak your mask into this water. And then she also said there should be a little bit of concentrated, I guess, detergent, but I decided to stir mine with this. So there's no more detergent left in this little thingy. But we're going to put this mask in here and hope nothing bad happens. I've never cleaned this one, so we're going to test this out. She just basically just puts the shroud in. Ooh. Alright. This is definitely nerve-wracking. I've never cleaned my mask like this, so I'm just praying to God that this is going to work. Okay. She also did say that some of the dye in the cotton shroud will start to come out. So, but I don't think it'll ruin the shroud. I hope not. She did it to a Generation 1 Weeping Ghost mask, so I'm hoping that this one won't have any damage. And then she also said to then I gotta kind of clean my area down over here. She said, you know, I'm using a sponge instead of a toothbrush. She said just kind of scrub down the mask. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'll update you guys then. Alright, so she also said around the painted areas, around the eyes, you know, on the black parts, you want to be very careful. You want to use the softer side of your sponge or brush, or just go lighter if you're using a toothbrush. you just want to kind of just scrub it, very lightly. You don't really want to go too hard because you don't want to scratch off that paint. That would be terrible. You'd most likely ruin the mask. So you just want to be very gentle overall. This is a very old mask, and these go for quite a bit of money, and they're generally rare. So, yeah, just be gentle with your mask whenever you're cleaning it. I've been kind of rough around the white areas because this guy has a lot of staining, but you don't want to obviously be too rough to the point where you're like ripping it apart. I'm just kind of applying some pressure around certain areas so I can get some of the staining out. Alright, so after you have your mask scrubbed for, I'd say maybe around 10 minutes you should do, maybe scrubbing. I only did maybe 7 or 8, but it got a lot of the staining off. The mask already looks a little better. In person, you can definitely see it. There was a lot of yellowing and staining, like almost mold spotting. And whatever that was, it's gone. It's nowhere to be found. All of the yellowing around the eyes that was originally there is not there. So, honestly, I think that this is really good for, like, outer damage or whatever, like, I guess some paint mishaps or whatever, or staining itself, maybe marker. This will get it off. This will, and it works really well. As you can see, the water is pretty black. Most of it is because of the dye from the shroud, but there is some of it from the mask itself being dirty. So I'm glad I got this thing cleaned, and it is looking really nice. So what Carrieanne says to do next is you're going to want to clean off all your stuff. I don't know if she says that. It kind of skipped past. But, you're going to want to move your bowl with this in it. You want to, like, squeeze it out a little bit. And then you're going to want to use your new little bowl, or whatever you want to call this. And this will just be to kind of clean it off, like maybe like a mini scrub. Just kind of get all the water out. I'm probably going to change this water before I use it again. I do recommend doing this if you have some dirty masks. This really, really, really works. And I think it looks quite nice. Now, this is not like retro brightening. This isn't going to make your mask white, but this will get some of the staining out, which is really nice. If it's like inner vinyl staining, you would have to get vinyl dye. But otherwise, I think that this really works really well. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to get to scrubbing this guy, or get to just washing him. Alright, so now once you've got your mask on a towel, you're going to want to kind of straighten it out. I'm going to have to, like, kind of make my towel area a little larger. So I'm just going to put this right here, kind of lay it out, and then take my mask, kind of lay it down along with it. Pull this down a little bit. And you're going to want to spread it out so, nothing's overlapping something. You don't want the shroud overlapping too much, because then it's going to dry very slower. And you're going to want to leave this here for a little while. No estimated time. Some people might want to use a fan. I don't recommend that. I just say leave it naturally. Just let it just dry off. Yeah, and just wipe your mask off too. Don't let that water just sit there. So yeah, just wiping it down. that's basically it. There is still some staining, but that's inside of the vinyl. That's in it. I wouldn't say permanently there, as I said earlier. You can definitely get some vinyl dye. It is a little pricey, but this works. And here it is. Alright guys, so honestly I'm very impressed with it. The final product looks really nice. I'm going to let this dry for maybe until tomorrow. Usually that's how long it takes. And I'll see you guys tomorrow and show you the final dried product. Alright guys, so here's the final product. He is all dried and he looks really nice now. It hasn't changed much, but he does look very nice next to my other Sarah Spooks. I really like the outcome. So yeah, once again, thank you to ScreamFan1990, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.